Quick. There you go. Keep them out there. Yes, nice job.
Tugging. Oh, shoot, he's gone.
Take your time with them.
Should I loosen the drag at all?
I heard it squeak, so I think you're fine.
Okay.
Just don't give them any slack. Keep right on them. Just keep right. Got plenty of room. Take your time.
Right in the sun. I can't see a thing.
It's a sheep's head and it's hooked in the belly. That's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no, he's got it. They're impossible to hold.
I got one. Oh yeah, babe. I think this is a smallmouth.
I really wish you'd hold your fish. 16 and a half. Pretty fish. Pretty fish.
I got another one.
Giant. Still. Nice, babe. Oh, monster, baby, monster, monster. I can't see anything. I need pliers. On the stinger hook too. Oh, what a beast. Whoa. What a beast. Oh, he's gonna flop on me. 25. 25 and a quarter. He's huge though. $6.7. 6.7. He's a dandy, babe. Great job. Let's get him back. Oh, there he goes. Right on, babe. Right on. Morning, everybody. I'm all alone out here. I found a pile of them. They're on the downwind side, on the deep side of a drop up. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. There he is. Oh, it's the elusive jumping walleye. There he is. Just keeper size, just 15. All right, well, at least I'll tell you that is absolutely walleyes, what we're sitting there looking at. Screen is loaded right here with them. Pretty. Alright, well, that's another short, but I think the bigger key is they're here. one felt good. I noticeably changed my cadence and my lift right there, and my lift duration. So, you know, your lift duration is the distance from starting point of the lift to the duration of it, and that dictates how high off the bottom you're bouncing. You know, you're jigging that whatever. Today it's a blade bait. Thinking it through in my head, I'm seeing way more fish than I'm catching, so something is unappealing. So I'm gonna start messing around. So lately my rhythm has been down. So let's say this is bottom. I'm gonna make this so it's a little taller. So this is bottom, and this is a foot. That's a foot. That's 2 foot. So I've been going somewhere from 1 to 2 foot on a pretty fast. So the faster you pull it, the faster this thing vibrates, and the higher the frequency is. As opposed to, hear the difference. I'm making the verbal sound, but that's what you're feeling through the rod. That the vibration that your lure is emitting has a frequency. The higher the frequency, or the faster you rip it or lift it or whatever, the higher the frequency. And again, some days they respond to one or the other or both. You just got to figure out which one. Now that one right there, I had just said, all right, I'm gonna go back. Let's reset the deck, and I'm gonna go down, 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 not down, and not super fast, fairly slow. And that's when you start hopping that, you know, kind of very similar to that cadence that we used to do exclusively with a bucktail and a worm, for a couple reasons. You didn't aggressively snap jig that bucktail with a worm on it, because you'd rip your own worm off before the fish even had a chance to eat it. So there's one. So practicality reasons, that's part of the reason why all through the history of everybody that fish bucktails like me and a worm, that was your natural drift, and you'd be out drifting. And so there was 3 or 4 old guys at Toad Harbor at the Rod and Gun Club that were diehards out here. Bob Howard comes to mind, Nelson Pratt, God rest his soul, Hal Ferret. You know, those guys were devastating out here with a bucktail tied on the end of their rod. And they would tell you point blank, mocking you. It'd be like, oh, you'd be sitting at the bar, you know, at the bar at the gun club having a beer, and it'd be like, oh, you know, Nelson would be like, well, so lift your hand up or do your motion on how you jig, and I'd go like this, and he'd be like, what are you, a bass fisherman? And that was the highest insult that Nelson Pratt could say to you, that you were a bass fisherman. He goes, if you jig that, if that jig goes more than 6 inches off the bottom, you're a bass fisherman. You're bass fishing. Those walleyes aren't going to eat it. Well, we know differently, and part of what he was saying was just to get you, and part of what he was saying was true for him. I went back to it right there, and Nelson must be looking over my shoulder this morning, and within, well, half a cast, I got bit. He didn't stick, I didn't get him, but he was just like that. So, nothing is ever any one thing all the time. It behooves you to try different approaches mindfully and say to yourself, and then again, it's no different than asking for a sign. Show me a sign of what these fish want. I'm going to do 4 different things. You know, oh, boom, I got bit on that. Don't go back to one of the other ones. Stay with what worked. Ride it out. Then when that no longer works, then you change again. And you continually refine that sweet spot. Every school of fish, theoretically, every fish is different. Find what they like. Okay. Well, you've made me chase you through the whole boat. These little guys want to play today. I'm okay with that. They're fun. Hello. How are you? My name is Walter. What is yours? I like long walks, swims along the drop-off, and perch dinners. Give me a call. Slide into my DM. All right, well that might have been a little strange, but you fish all alone enough. That's why Tony yells at me for boat flipping walleyes. Another little guy. That's one keeper and 4 shorts. Oh, massive, massive, chunky bluegill. Look at the size of this tanker. In 24 foot of water mixed in with the walleyes is this jumbo. It's an 8-inch bluegill. Boy, he's a pretty fish. See you, buddy.